We gonna turn these motherfucking lights on. Move like this. Damn it. Oh, you son of a bitch, I know what I got it. Bump flip, yeah. I'm eating apple pie a la mode. Mmm. Even though I dropped it on myself, still very delicious. People are watching dumb old movies. I care about. It's 4th of July, we need to watch Independence Day. I'm like, fuck that. I hated it the first time I saw it. It didn't make any sense. It's like this. It's like they have shields that can repel you, but somehow their biggest weapon takes 45 fucking minutes to goddamn charge up. How fucking stupid is that? It's like you literally don't understand. If they have the ability to shield their fucking ships from you, to make a force field around an entire ship. It's like, how did you figure out that that didn't make any sense to me either? How did you figure out that it was coming from the mothership, the actual mothership where all the other ships came from? How would you know that it's a signal? Like, usually if people have a force field or would have a force field, it would be encompassed in the entire ship. Like, they would have that. They would have that for themselves. It's so stupid. It's a stupid concept. It just doesn't make any goddamn sense. Like, why would you have a signal be the force field around another ship? Like, why? Why would you send a force field over Wi-Fi? It's so dumb. Like, I just don't get it. Like, yeah, you have like world-ending weapons, and it takes 45 minutes for it to charge up, and literally anything can go around it. Anything can go around it and just literally ruin, or clog it up with a one goddamn jet. You think it would be vaporized immediately? So yeah, that would stop a fucking huge laser from going absolutely through the fucking jet and into the goddamn core of the goddamn planet. It wouldn't work. So you have force fields, and they sent through Wi-Fi signals. You fucking goddamn piece of shit. How's it going? I'm talking about Independence Day and the fact that I hate it because the concept is completely dumb. Not like our Independence Day. I love July 4th. Fireworks is awesome. I love fireworks. They're great. I don't really care about my ancestors, but I love fireworks. So that's the reason why I like it. It's the same reason why I like Christmas. Because they didn't always make it about Jesus. It's about Santa now and consumerism. I like it better that way. Because it's actually the pagan winter solstice, and that's the reason why they did it in actual Christmas, because Jesus was born in spring. Most likely March or something like that. Yeah, so the reason why they changed the whole birthday to like, but it's springtime in Israel. So no, it's the wrong idea. This is different. It's not on that part of the hemisphere. It was in March. That's the reason why the North Star was pointing in a different direction, and all the stars were aligned, or whatever the fuck that means, and all the animals decided to become sentient. There. In most cartoons that are depicted, with Jesus actually being there. But Independence Day, the movie, is just a suck. It's a suck fest. Suck. It's based upon. It's supposed to make. I don't know what it was supposed to make Native Americans think about their actual heritage. It's supposed to be like, oh, he's my dad, but he's my stepdad, and he's a white guy, but he totally like raised me and stuff or whatever. It's like what that would be a no-go for anyone. Any Native American tribes family, they would not allow that shit because they're also racist. So it's just like everybody's a little racist sometimes. They're all racist. They're all yeah. Sometimes even more than white people. So red white skins and shit like that. I don't give a fuck. Dumb bullshit. I'm Native American. I still give a shit. Like, that's the point. It's just like I don't give a shit about heritage, man. You came from a different place. You decided that you were going to be Italian and also Asian, but not care about it. Just like black people are doing now and completely failing at. Or not black people, but African Americans who actually are related to certain tribes that still exist in Africa today. It's like, dude, just look it up, man. Like, fucking look it up, dude. Look it up on 23andMe. Go to Ancestry.com. Do anything you can, because there's so many papers on like so many tribes that actually still do really amazing stuff. And like, I don't know, man. People just think they're fucking doing the African thing when they move their bodies all around like idiots. It's like the women don't dance in most tribes. Like it's the men that dance. The women don't dance. The reason why they don't dance is because they watch. That's what they watch. They watch their man do the prowess. Like they are stronger than the lion that tries to creep around and hurt their village. So they're allowed to dance. And then in some tribes, yeah, that happens. The women watch because they are turned on and aroused by it. And that tribally, I guess. That's the reason why. Yeah. I try to say like, oh, I'm gonna do an African dance. I was like, you don't know what an African dance is. You're just moving around, crunking and shit. You're not. They're just not doing the right shit. Like, they can look it up and research it and just be like some chicks are like they get that shit from like fucking like what is it, Michael Jackson, all those Michael Jackson fucking like videos and shit, and it's like, and then like, oh my god, stupid people who are just not African at all saying shit. It's just mumbo jumbo. It's a part of the voodoo culture. It's like, no, you just made that shit up as you went along, fucking assholes. Everybody made it up when they went along. And it's like zombies. It's like, no, those are called crackheads. You call them mindless slave zombies. I call them crackheads. But in Haiti, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, those people are French. You do not know that? Did you not know that most people are Haitian or French, and they don't speak the mumbo jumbo language you fucking made up, and it's not African, it's not anything. I don't fake like I know Gaelic, okay? I don't fake like I know Gaelic. I'm Irish, but I don't fake like I know anything about Gaelic because it's a terrible language. You can't understand anything people are saying. And people who have that language and didn't speak English, you can't understand anything they're saying anyway. You can't. Maybe they made it up, but I know it was kind of around when the Stonehenge was around when it was made, so I guess it's history sometimes. I don't even give a shit about my own heritage. Why would I give a shit about anybody else's? Like I said, so Independence Day was a sucky-ass movie. It was dumb because the fucking main antagonist knows how to fucking shield itself from being hit from fucking cruise missiles and goddamn atom bombs, but somehow it takes 45 minutes to start their planet-ending laser. Yeah, and then also the planet-ending laser can be stopped by one goddamn jet. No, that's not true. That never happens. That would never happen. If they can come up with a freaking, oh my god, people are stupid. They don't know like the certain parameters of what science is. They just don't know. They don't know. They think it's hilarious. They think it's awesome. Like, there's a good concept. I guess you think about it. Just enjoy the movie. Fuck you. I don't care about enjoying movies. I am detrimental to society. Fuck you. I am just diagnosed by society, not fucking accepted by them. Nobody likes me. Nobody fucking likes me. Nobody should like me. I'm a piece of shit. Fucking asshole. There's absolutely nothing with his life except playing these goddamn games and working for people who are really nice. But in the same sense, I'm still just a dude. So I hate my own heritage because a lot of them were based back to the Viking era, which they took a lot of hallucinogens in their beers. So they didn't just drink honey wine. They're honey mead, and it tastes like crap. But that's the reason. Sounds like hot piss. That's what it tasted like. Hot fucking piss. Like, oh, you like butter beer? That's stupid bullshit. You put beer in it. It's stupid. You just make butter and then like ferment it. Why are you gonna ferment butter? You're gonna come up with bad butter. That's what you're gonna do. You know, fucking. Yeah, that's why I hate Independence Day. It's a terrible movie that literally doesn't explain anything, nor does it ever even get into anything actually like really like sentient as far as aliens go. If aliens actually had certain technology that could literally, like, let's just say the force field wasn't completely encompassed on their let's just say the force field wasn't completely encompassed on the actual ship. And that's the point. It's like, how do you, if you send a virus to the whole ship, it's like, no, it's just a signal. It's not going to stop their processes from happening. Okay? It's going to make them have, like, it's going to fuck up their computers. That's it. That's that point, though. Like, they don't understand the real point of position of what an actual, like, hyperdrive would do. It's not a computer. Okay? Computers just monitor the situation. That's all that would happen. It's just like, oh my god, I don't know if the ship has a force field, but I know because it doesn't matter because it's a force field, not a computer. That's it. That's all that would happen. You'd be able to make them think that they're. That's how they don't know how computers work. Hollywood does not know how computers work. They never did. They're never going to find out. It never matters. It will never matter to them how computers actually work. They will come up with some sort of plot device that is just out there as fuck, and you'll believe it for like 2 seconds, and that's all you want you to believe it for, because that's what they wanted. They want you to see the movie initially. They don't give a shit about it if it becomes a cult classic, because nobody gives a shit. That's the reason why Ferris Bueller had to realize that dude that was the principal was an actual pedophile. I'm not saying he's getting canceled, but hey, he fucked the little boys. So yeah, that's what happens. Or little girls. I don't know what happened. So, like, I don't want to cancel him. I don't want to cancel that weird motherfucking carrot nose principal from Ferris Bueller's Day Off because it was such a good movie. You're my hero. It's a fucking it's a high school fantasy. That's all it is. It's a high school fantasy. This one kid who decidedly tries to take advantage of every single system in the entire thing, literally makes it and is the most popular kid in school because of him being a certain thing. And it doesn't even matter if he's sick or not. It's just some bitches like, oh, it's because of his personality. That's the reason why he's cool. She's like, no, it's because it was written to be that way. That's the point. Is the movie. You don't understand the premise of anything. He wouldn't be allowed into a parade. They would understand, and the guards would be like, "No, you can't go." And then if you'd be like, "I'm a wealthy fucking Chicago businessman," blah 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 blah. Like, it's just dumb, man. Every fucking movie in the world just doesn't make any sense to me. So I've watched so many of them, so I have the right and the privilege to talk about all of them in bad terms. Technically, none of what humans really come up with is like humanity comes up with is really ever makes any sense. Doesn't make any sense. It doesn't ever make any sense. Like Africa fought them all off. It's because we didn't have laser weapons. We had machetes, and that's resurgence, which even sucks even more. Which is like, okay, if they have laser weapons and shit, and they can tentacle hold you and shit like that, they would have all died. They would have all died. So not if you gang up on them, and then you realize they have laser weapons and also tentacles that can hold you and make you do things you don't want to do. Yeah, they can possess you, I guess, or something like that. They made the whole possession thing. That didn't go anywhere. That wasn't even a plot device. That was just literally so they could communicate, "I'm gonna kill you," whatever the fuck that means. And then somehow the dude who gets fucking possessed comes up with all kinds of different equations and shit in his head, writes it down on a goddamn thing. It gives in a coma for 4 years. But when the aliens come back, he somehow wakes up for some reason. I don't know how that works, I guess. It's like he's connected with them now. He's like, no, what is he like? They're a terrible alien race that murders people all the time. It's just like, maybe we deserve it, you fucking pieces of shit. So that's the reason why I don't like that. I'm now eating jambalaya, which is very good. Alright, so I'll go somewhere else. I'll start the line. Okay. Start the line right here. Yeah. Yeah, it's the total reason why I really don't like Independence Day. It's a boring movie. It is not backed up by anything that is science or computers or anything like that. They don't understand viruses or anything like that. They don't understand that. No, it doesn't mess with the actual numbers on the thing, because a force field wouldn't be a computer. It wouldn't be controlled by a computer. It would be monitored by a computer, but you'd have to mess with the power of something in order to mess with the actual force field. I think you have to unplug the computer in order to be able to actually mess with the force field. Yeah. You can't just put a virus on something and have it affect every single little thing. It's like when a hacker breaks into the actual U.S. government, they're usually looking for information. Because most of the time, the missiles, or whatever missiles we have, are on a private network that are controlled by actual coding, and not actual computers. That's the point. It's just like, why would we ever remotely control anything like that can literally destroy complete civilizations and stuff? It's just dumb. It's a dumb idea. Just dumb. It's all scientifically wrong. Completely scientifically wrong. All of it just wrong. I want to jump down. Yeah. Yeah, that's the only way. You have to be able to cut the power from an entire alien ship that is probably has more actual space, and if the mere fact that they actually decided to put, that's just so stupid. It's so fucking dumb. And what's even more dumb is how they get inspired to do shit. Like in movies, like you see them seeing things, and they look intently in one direction, and it's like they figured something out. That's not how it happens. People don't do that immediately. There's no honest people that do that. Not even dishonest people. Most people are dishonest. It just pisses me off that people don't want to get the truth about science or computers, and Hollywood can just make up this mumbo-jumbo bullshit and everybody believes it. Or everybody sits intently while being completely, mystified by the fact that they're completely dumb. Oh my god. Somehow, because of an American or worldwide virus, you're able To not mess up someone's computer. All you're doing is trying to corrupt data or find data to corrupt it. It's not going to mess up the fact that the computer is still on. There's no virus that can literally remotely turn off your computer. There's no virus that does that. It's not a Trojan. Trojans don't do that. The reason why Trojans do that, and they're nicknamed that, is because Trojans mess with the system files, but they're hidden as like a pop-up or an email, and that shit doesn't even happen in the real world anymore. In the real computer world anymore. Like, I just don't get it. I don't get it, man. Like, even with the computer off, you'd still be having a fusion reaction to be able to make whatever force field that's around you in the first place. Like, it wouldn't mess with computers. It wouldn't. And, like, what pisses me off even more is Event Horizon. I love Event Horizon, but there are so many plot holes that I just don't understand. I don't understand it. I don't understand why you would make a port for a ship in between the thing that can break off to make a new ship. And somehow you're okay with that. You're okay with dying if your ship blows up. No, they would make the entrance on the ship, on the front part of the ship, not the back part of the ship, or in between. They would put like a dock there, and that's where the dock would be. Just planning, poor planning. It's like, but what if that's the reason why? It's like, what if the people were bad who docked in? You're just like, oh, yeah, I know, right? It's like, why would that happen? It's obviously a dimensional jumping ship. You don't have to do that. You just jump dimensions and not dock with that person. Fuck, it's stupid. And then the fucking thing isn't even that scary. Not scary at all. Literally, he's strong. The whatever it was possessing the ship or something like that, it's alive now. Like, it's not alive. Everything is alive if you think about it. Everything is made up of atoms if you think about it. But if it goes to a dimension where people are constantly getting tortured or some shit like that, or just going through dream after dream after dream situation, that are things are like just, I don't know. I see faces in my dreams. They're stupid. They're dumb. They're probably, I don't know, future zombies, idiotic people. Dead bodies, I don't know. I have no idea. Doesn't really matter to me. It doesn't scare me. It doesn't scare me at all. It startles me. It's like, oh my god, I had no idea that my dreams could actually do something like that. But it's not scary. It's just like when you notice if that person's still alive, or if that in your dream, if that person's still alive, they're like, oh, that person's okay. They're a nice person. They're all right. It's like, oh, that's scary though? No, it's not fucking scary. It's stupid. It's not scary. It's like the shadows don't scare me. The light doesn't scare me. Nothing does. Just nothing. Nothing. I've seen the worst, absolute worst of people sometimes, and nothing scares me anymore. Not even religion. Not the crazy eyeball monster that talks to people and says, it's the end and you are here, blah, 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 blah. No. The trumpets don't scare me. The huge booms heard around the earth doesn't scare me. It intrigues me. I am curious about it. But I'm just not scared. The point is, it doesn't really matter. Like, it's... People think that there's, like, some sort of, like, all-knowing power out there, and there's just, like, probably some dudes that are just, like, shitty, and there's magic, probably. I don't know. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care. Oh, man. They could be secrets. Also, I think that most people who write books are prone to becoming serial killers. That's the reason why I don't write my comic. Yeah, I'm prone to be judged constantly. Hey, what's up? I did. I actually did. It's awesome. It's so awesome. You did an amazing job. It's packed full of every single awesome flavor that I love. It's so good. It's flavorful and amazing. Yes. Mm. It's really, really good. You did a great job. Sitting or what? Are you talking about the movie? All right. No, I had some. It was really good. I didn't get mad at you. I was just like, maybe we need a little bit of time apart. I'm not gonna it's for me to calm down, for you to calm down, all that different stuff. I'm not gonna tell you to calm down. I'm not gonna tell you to like. I love you, and I'm gonna be upstairs for a little while. Also because I don't really like Independence Day. It's kind of stupid. So like I love it. I love you, but I just don't like the movie. So that's it. All right. I'll come back down when it's either over or you'll pause it for something or something like that. It's like, okay. All right, love you. Okay, bye. Like, even if he pushes you down, like Lawrence Fishburne. Does anybody not know that Lawrence Fishburne is like 5'4"? It's funny too. The others had to make him stand on. It's funny. It's just his face. His face is stoic, I guess, and then like very like distinguished. Looks like almost like the Easter Island statues a little bit, but no, like not exactly, obviously. It's the protruding jawline probably, and that's also like what is it? It's German also. It's German because there's like, yeah, people don't understand how mixed they are. They don't understand that there's no such thing as like fully like one race. You can't just be one race. Like it's just like you're playing in your own little game, and like everybody else is just like, oh, we don't like people to talk about people and stuff. I'm just like, whatever, dude. You don't know shit about people. You don't know shit that people are terrible inside, and they're all made of like nasty secretions and shit. All of them. You should have rights, but before that, you should realize that we're just all savages. All of us, everyone. We're all just like stupid motherfucking people. God damn it. And maybe that's the reason why I like metal so much. Because I understand us to be able to make guttural screams and sounds and shit. Just all of us can, like, yeah, like that. Like that shit. I don't know. I don't know how to make it, but I'm eventually gonna learn. So do something. Oh. I hate you. I sound like I'm fucking together. Like that, like something like that. It's fun. It's fun to shit to like do. Alright, alright, let's talk about something else. Independence Day. I'm trying to off into the murkiness of the down below. Damn it! Yeah. All right, I got to do the other side if I'm gonna come off the side of it. Damn it! What pisses me off the most is when people don't sit for 2 seconds and try to realize something, try to understand something, try to like. That's what I don't understand. It doesn't really like it's, oh man, I don't know, people. I don't know. It gets to me sometimes. They don't sit and try to understand what is actually happening. Like even Star Wars is just not accurate. There is no lever that you could literally hide around that would push down someone's actual. That it's not gonna happen. There's no way that it's that unguarded. The main reason why the ship stays and complete. Every single time, it's so goddamn easy to take down those goddamn force fields. It's so goddamn easy, and I hate it. I hate it. I hate all of it. I hate every single part of it. Like the Gungan warships, the everything, the fucking shit. It's like, oh, it stops bullets, but people can go through it. Why would you even make it then? Why would you make it for wars? Why would you just make it for like people who like need bullets to like not go through them? And that's it. That's all. It's probably like some military advanced bullshit. It's like, biological masses can move through it, but non-biological masses can't. It's like, why would it matter? Why do I care? Like, I want to be the only one in the force field. I want to be the only single person in the force field. I'm the only person in the force field. I want to be the only person in the force field. That's the point. I don't want people to walk through. I want people to be able to walk through. I want them to step on it like it's ground. And they can't get to me because they're stupid. Because I know that I'm stupid. So other people I know are stupid. I don't hate people. I'm just, like I said, I'm socially starved and ready to go, ready to move it, ready to have, ready to be. I don't think people really understand what it means to be a good person. Like, I don't think you get like the responsibilities you have to have, or you have to do to be what you think is a good person, or what people would normally or like not or traditionally call someone who is good. Also, stop giving pizza to homeless people. If you give me anything, give me some fucking a salad with feta cheese, you stupid motherfuckers. If you're gonna give something to homeless people, make sure they're healthy. Don't just get drunk one day and you're some fucking guilt trip because there's like 7 homeless people walking around trying to find alcohol so they can numb the goddamn pain, just like you're doing. It's like, oh, if he's drinking alcohol, he needs a fucking goddamn pizza. And you're like, no, you don't need pizza. You don't need to eat 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 it. Eat a fucking goddamn salad. Eat a salad. Eat a fucking salad. Stop talking to people like you know them. You don't fucking know them. You don't know those assholes. You don't know those guys. You give them $5 and be like, yeah, you're good. Have a good day. Go eat some fucking food. You don't know those people. You know, like, I was just being nice. I'll be nice. I'll give them $1 every once in a while. I'm not gonna be a shitty person to them. I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm just talking about my friends, blah 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 bullshit. I mean, you bullshit with everyone, I guess, but don't like act like you're better than them, or like the fact that you did something now makes you able to fucking talk to them. Maybe they don't want to talk to you. Maybe they don't give a shit. Maybe they just like have a good day because they gave you money. That's it. Doesn't matter. You don't fucking know people because you give them money. This is also ingrained in society that if you like make a if you give someone enough money, they make a building in your name, and somehow it makes you a better person. It doesn't. It really doesn't. It does not make you a better person. It makes you known, but it doesn't make you famous or infamous, depending upon the bullshit that happened when you were actually in office, or near someone, or around people that were judging you. And I hope they were judging you all the time. That's the point. This is reverse racism bullshit, man. People don't know what reverse racism is. I mean, they don't understand what reverse racism is. They think it's like, oh, white people being racist. No, it's called assuming by someone's action. This happens to white people a lot. People believe that white people are inherently trying to be good, and no, they're not. They're all assholes too. They're all complete assholes. They don't know they don't know anything. They don't say hi at the grocery store. They don't tell you things that are good. They don't do anything. They just do stupid shit. They say dumb shit. They do their own stuff, and that's all they do. Because they are just, everybody's antisocial today. In this world of telephones. We were always this way. We just found out through telephones. People didn't know we were like this. They didn't know. Kindness and gentleness. Always like these speeches about like shit that people don't care about. They don't fucking care. So why even bother? It was like, but if you have a community of people that love you and care for you, then you'll be able to blah 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 blah. It's like, what happens if somebody is trying to fight that person that's in that community? Oh, well, we're not partial to bullying, so yeah, we can stop it, I guess. How would you stop it? I would love to know. Well, first we open up the line of communication. Oh, like the mafia would open up and talk to someone who would literally hurt or killed someone that was in their group. No, open up a line of communication and understand where the problem existed in the first place. Like the mafia, right? Like the mafia does. The mafia doesn't go ahead and just kill somebody. They actually find out the details sometimes. They understand why that person got hurt, why that person is being bullied, why that person is being messed with somehow. So yeah, that's the real reason is like there's these people out there that are just like, yeah, it's just like they're really shitty. Yeah, and then what we would do is we would try to reprimand them for doing the things they did. We would call the police, or we would call a different thing or something like that. Oh, so you would employ people or probably like talk to people to be able to reprimand them for it fully, and then put them in a lower form of living. Probably get them kicked out of their lives. Probably what is that their wife would leave them, I guess, or something like that, or their husband would leave them, depending upon if it's a girl or not, which is really weird also. But so they would lose their their status in society, wouldn't they? Oh yeah, definitely. We would definitely try to make sure that everyone knew about it. Why would you try to make sure that everyone knew about it? Maybe that after they bullied that person, they were trying to change their lives, and then maybe they were even trying to apologize afterwards. Well, that really doesn't matter. It's just the fact that they did something wrong. So you don't care about their lives in general. You don't care about them being an actual person, and you what?
See. Alright, we'll grab my phone. I gotta call my Uber. Gotta get those draws and a shirt. I don't give a
goddamn thing. You're being recorded, bitch.
So that's right.
You're under duress or duress. There you go. You wear the Yoda shirt if you want.
Oh, that's fine.
Or the Goku shirt. And we will have boxers or you just sweat these and they don't fucking do anything like they do. It stays in.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like microfibers and stuff. It's beautiful. So you would have them completely ostracized from society, but have it legally done. Yeah, like Weinstein and all the different people, like Epstein and all those different people that got killed in jail. Would you make sure that person lived, though? Would you make sure that person wasn't someone's bitch in jail? Would you look after that person and make them understand that no, people aren't terrible all the time, and you would change that person's mind and make them believe that they could finally like let go of their hate that's inside of them, that they were taught since they were younger and they were small children, and they realized that hate was the thing that they thought that made the world, and that's the only reason why they actually hated on other people, is because they believed that hate actually made the world go round. A lot, and they were taught by their parents and their friends and all their colleagues that hating someone specific was the reason why they even did that in the first place. So if you're not ready to understand and realize certain people's actual disabilities and also shortcomings completely, you don't realize or understand the actual responsibility it is of the society that you walk in to be able to alleviate their pain and their hate and their stupidity and their craziness. Not saying you couldn't, like, do anything. It's legal for a citizen's arrest if you find some dude trying to rape a bitch and you hold him down, but that's not your responsibility to tell him that it's wrong and to understand and let him know that he got raped or that he got ruined or that he got broken by a certain person over and over and over again. It's the only reason why he has a control complex, and that's the reason why you believe that putting him in jail would actually help him, right? They wouldn't care. Nobody cares. Nobody cares that long. Nobody gives a shit that long about anyone, literally. They're just like, oh, the death penalty? Okay. Yeah, because justice, yeah. It's like, no, man. Even if you're on death fucking row, dude. Like, even if you're literally at death's fucking door and waiting for your execution, understanding and realizing through whatever bullshit, even if it's fucking racist or some shit, and that dude actually did something, but he's in there for a really long time, other than some white dudes have actually gotten away with it and said, oh, he's a young buck, you shouldn't be in jail for 20 minutes of pleasure, shouldn't be 20 years in jail. Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, if he was goddamn what God sent as far as the guitar goes, like, how does that happen? Aerosmith literally, like, and this is really gonna ostracize me from a bunch of different motherfuckers, but Aerosmith had sex with like a 15-year-old girl. He had a full relationship with a 15-year-old girl. No one said a goddamn word, but that sweet emotion, baby, sweet emotion. Damn, that's a good song, right? Oh my gosh, it's a good song. Living it up while it's going down. That's what I hate about people who literally think that they make those songs about different things. They have no idea what those songs are actually about. It could be about pain, it could be about hurt or trauma, or it could be about actually getting away with some shit that people just literally didn't even care about in the first place. But R. Kelly's in fucking jail right now. Oh, and he needs to go to jail because he was peeing on 13-year-old girls. Oh my God, are you serious? Oh no, really? Oh my God. What about Tekashi 6ix9ine? He wasn't doing that all the time. He just spanked a 13-year-old girl that was having sex with an older gentleman who was actually too old to have sex with her, and so he should be reprimanded and not the other person. Why? Why? He was the one who knew what he was doing. He was irresponsible. He was stupid. He did something dumb. He needs therapy. Put him on therapy. Put people in therapy. This is the point. Is like nobody ever thinks about this shit, or even does this shit because they think it actually works or not. It doesn't matter if it works or not. The point is that people need to get introspectively through their abuse as they were younger and realize that there's systemic racism through every single race, every single creed, every single religion that actively even likes or dislikes anything. there is a personal preference when it comes to whatever politician of what you're doing, whatever business they're completely promoting, whatever thing that's giving them money is also getting kickbacks as soon as they get into office and get lobbyists to think about or talk about their actual product. And you tell me the amount of shit that people have to go through that they're like, you're gonna put so much money into this bullshit and not mental therapy or mental process. It's the reason probably why you have as many criminals as you do in the first place. It's not systemic racism isn't your problem. It's mental health. Education on psychology and understanding that every single person should understand and realize when they're using something that's hateful towards someone else just because they feel hated on. And yes, 400 years is a long fucking time, but so is 1,000. So is 2,000. So is 5,000. So is a motherfucker who decided to make the goddamn calendar. And decided to make sure that he could literally end hate by literally making a date when some dude was fucking born. It's not the fact that Jesus was born or something like that. No, it's the fact that they decided that they wanted to get rid or eliminate the history that was behind them. That's what they wanted to do. They wanted to make a new theme, and that's what the fuck we're in right now. Anna Domini, stupid piece of shit. Pisses me off. People are like, "Oh, I can play my music loud, but you can't. You know, you fucking drive up to me in front of drive me in a fucking van. Drive me in a motherfucking van again. See if I don't kick that fucking tire. I'm not afraid of a van. I can jump and break that fucking windshield. That's what I gotta do." Stupid fucking bitches. What pisses me off even more, dude, it's just like nobody even gives a shit. Nobody cares. Everybody's just walking around doing their own business. Nobody gives a shit about it. Nobody gives a shit. Not even the cops. Not even anybody. They're not trying to build stuff. They're not trying to take stuff away. Really, just 19 kids rescued. 19 kids rescued. Or how about this? 0.01 numbers of the people who are currently missing right now in sexually. And sexual-based offenses are still missing. Or 0.09 are rescued. 0.00009 are rescued. If you make a percentage there instead of 19 people rescued, oh my god, it's a double digit. Fuck you, dude. There's still over like thousands of people missing that go missing every year, and sometimes they want to go missing. Sometimes they're living under another actuality of their name because they're trying to hide from their parents. They want to murder them. Or they're not hiding from their parents and they just want to leave the whole world behind. Because the abuse they experienced under a bunch of foster families that weren't actually able to take care of the kid. They were just able to give it whatever it wanted and then spoil the shit out of them. Nobody's taking individual responsibility. It's like, we are one America, but everybody's an individual. Everybody takes responsibility for their own actions. That's what I'm fucking pissed about. Yeah. Let me do this line. What are you fucking angry about, man? What are you absolutely angry about? pissed off when people use race as a certain way of reasoning and say that oh my god, just because he's black means he's a good person. I don't fucking know people from anybody. I don't know this shit. I don't know these people at all. And the fucked up part is they don't fucking know me. They don't know how apeshit I am. They don't know I keep a lighter in my pocket in case a motherfucker tries to pull a knife or a gun on me. They have no idea. I'll hide around the corner until they come around. And if they don't come around, they'll just stay there. They'll start singing tunes. I start singing songs around them and shit like that. That'll get them pretty crazy, pretty creeped out. That's the point, is that's where my mind goes every single time, is some other motherfucker that just decides that one day they don't like fucking talking to people who are a certain race or a certain color, and they decide that they're going to use every single instance of pain and hurt their ancestors went through to be able to use and inflict pain on someone else who they think is doing them wrong, whether or not they're doing anything at all. Talking about systemic racism and the fact that it goes both ways all the time. I'm not saying that every life matters. I'm saying that everyone needs to just chill out and get some mental health from fucking therapy, and then just stop talking about all this bullshit, because if we're gonna end racism, we need to stop talking about it like it's race. We need to stop talking about it like it's affecting us. It's not. It's not affecting me. It's not. I don't love every person. I'm not in love with every person. I don't trust every person. You don't know if motherfuckers got evil feelings toward you before you ever even walk into a door, or whether or not they're just like wondering if you do it, wondering if you want to do it, wondering if you want to say something stupid. Everyone's wondering. Everybody looks at you. If they look at you, you consider yourself popular. I don't ever think I'm popular. I think that either something's wrong, or someone's decidedly making a judgment before I ever even open my mouth. They're like, oh, he's big. Oh, yeah, he's like 330 pounds. I think about the fact that I'm literally like, what is it off? Think about the fact that I might actually be stronger than a 300-pound dude who lifts 500 pounds, or that I know exactly where to punch him to knock him out completely. They leave that part out, and I want them to leave that part out. I always do. I'm fucking evil as shit. I'm fucking good. This world is fucked up. I'm absolutely evil. There's hardly any good in me sometimes, except for my family. And I'm not saying that I'm not honorable. I'm not saying that I'm not a good person. I'm saying I'm evil as shit sometimes. Evil as shit. So the same misappropriated pronoun or bullshit that I decide to call people. That I know that they call them. Everyone calls themselves. They say whatever they want to, however they want to, or they say it in a way that you know is gonna pull a reaction, because there's nothing but white people around them. They're just gonna be like, oh, okay. I don't fucking like people that do that shit. You say that I can't say a word, and then you constantly say it. I don't give a shit. It doesn't matter to me. Fuck you. You don't know me. You don't fucking know me. How many times I've said the N-word? You don't know how many times I've been canceled by people. I don't give a shit. Fuck no lives matter. Animals, bitch, all the way. Fucking otters, bitch. Fuck you. No lives matter. That's why my brother has 47 confirmed kills. You fucking hoe. Everybody's like, oh, my last one standing, baby, I'm brave. No, you're not. You know how cowardice you have to be the last one standing. Even in video games, people are like, oh, I'm sitting in this corner fucking waiting for a motherfucker to show up. And the real reason you're waiting there is because you're not good at the game. But you're good at shooting, so... So you allow yourself, like you get like really lucky and find a fucking airdrop or some shit, and then that airdrop is like the only thing you have that actually makes you different from other people. You go literally in the circle before it ever stops, before it ever closes, because you have this algorithm that tells you where the circle is going to be and how the circle is going to close in, depending upon where the circle is. Because people cheat in certain games, not depending on different things. Like, yeah, they have dudes in the circle before you ever get there, and they shoot you in the face as you're getting down. Fuck that. It's stupid. You know what they're doing. You know what they're absolutely doing. They may not be sniper shotting, but like they may not be aimbotting, but like they're doing something. Fuck. I'm fucking stupid, man. It's like that's what video games are. They are real life, dude. Like they're real. You're real. Everyone's real, and they're real shitty. Everyone's real shitty. They're real shitty, and they don't want to tell you about themselves. They don't want to tell you about all the shit that they've done. But they want to tell you something about the life that they've lived. It's like, yeah, cool. Lessons, my friend. Lessons without a goddamn lesson. That's what that is. Or bitches that want to be taken seriously, but they're afraid that they're constantly going to be judged around people. And it's the same thing. It's the same bullshit. Everybody wants to be judged, or constantly wants to be judged. Constantly doesn't want to be judged because they feel as though someone's going to judge them because there's a fat dude sitting somewhere, and they all they do is judge. So that's a judgment too. I think the point is that people need to understand is that like we just went in different directions as far as evolving goes. I'm not gonna date a black girl because she's black. I'm just date a black girl because she likes what I like. We both like the same things. We like cuddles and anime and all that other different stuff. I'm not gonna do it because she's at a strip club. I'm also gonna like the white girl that is very also looking dorkily, or. I'm not gonna immediately go up to a chick and assume she's a nerd because she tells me about anime. I'm not a fucking open book, dude. I'm not an open book. I'm a closed book with a fucking lock on it. You gotta find the goddamn key. And guess what? There's a pile of keys all around you. I literally saw the fucking human being. And if you don't open it at a certain if you don't open it for a certain time, if you even find the key, if you wait and try to open it and like try to open it later or some shit, I will. It won't work. Literally, the lock will change itself. It will change every single time. The whole time. You'll try to put a star key in. You saw a star key the first time. The second time around, it's a fucking goddamn square key, and you use that star key, and you go, fuck. Yeah, that star key doesn't fucking work anymore, bitch. It's a goddamn time block. Should have understood that shit. The point is, I only stay attracted to a woman for about a week. That's it. Like, if they don't fucking, like, talk to me, if they don't try to actively be a part of my life or anything like that, or actively talk to me about stuff, well, I'm not going to trust them with literally just on the street. I'm horny. Like, sometimes I will masturbate, though, and I will not be horny anymore. That's it. That's all that happens. And every single woman that I've ever had sex with, I've loved. No one can say that. during the point of the coitus, I was in love with her. I loved her, and I could say that if I wanted to, but sometimes I wouldn't because I would wait to be like, you know what, maybe when your feelings are okay or something like that, I can tell you that how I feel about you. Even the women that were strippers, even the women that I didn't have sex with, that I said I had sex with. I don't know. I don't buff up my numbers though. I just. Didn't have sex with one chick because when I watched Purple Rain, I said I had sex with her, but she also has 5 kids, so I'm not gonna get with that. I'm not gonna get with that. That's something that won't happen. And it didn't matter to me, like. What pisses me off the most is like when I come up with an idea to be able to promote whatever club I'm like at or something like that, and I just immediately implement it. Everybody gets pissed off. Like when you put women by the door, put chicks by the door, they're always gonna come in. Everyone's always gonna come in, no matter what, no matter if it's empty club or not. But chicks are at the door. That means more chicks are gonna come in, or more chicks are around. Like. Yes, don't just put security at the door. Don't just make people scared for their lives because he is a 7 foot fucking black, like, huge motherfucker with a goddamn beard down to here. What the fuck kind of business do you think you're gonna get after that? You get motherfuckers that are afraid for their lives. You don't get tourists. We get 1 or 2 tourists. They'll be like, "Wow, I'm trying not to judge this dude." The people that don't the white people that don't know what the fuck they're doing and they don't want to pay any money at all and want to get shit for free because they want to complain about the dude that they said doesn't like their shirt or their shoes and all that other different stuff because they're drunk as shit already. Because when a motherfucker is drunk enough, when a white person is drunk enough, I'm telling you this is not racism. This is a fact. When a white person is drunk enough, they will go into any club. It doesn't matter. If they're drunk enough, they will go into any fucking club. And if they're shitty drunk, they'll go in the worst fucking club imaginable. And they will walk in that bitch like they own the motherfucker. They will literally do it. Like they will do it. If you think they won't, like if you dare, like I'm talking just talking about white people. I'm talking about bro dudes. If there's a bro dude out there that is literally like, if there's a bro dude or a bro chick or a chica that just doesn't give a fuck, if she's drunk as shit, she'll walk into any club and act like she's fucking been there for years. That's it. That's all. I've always wanted to laugh about these things. The first time I've ever been able to do it, and it's not even with race. Sometimes it's more like with tenacity too. Because I'm talking about clubs and stuff that I used to work at when I used to find out like different things that would happen. Like there's I understand the bro culture, I guess, between guys and like straight men and like certain different other sexualities and stuff like that. People who want to feel confident when they're not actually feeling confident. They feel when they're controlled in a situation where they know they're being controlled. Like in a club with a dude who's like fucking 6'7" 10", fucking with a beard and shit like that, and he's like super fucking huge, and you're just like, oh, I don't give a shit. The I don't give a shit meter works when they're drunk as shit. Like I don't give a shit meter. That's what happens. That's the point. It's like that's the greatest. I've seen so many people act like they're completely okay in a situation that could go awry at any fucking moment. Like the biggest tippers I've ever seen aren't even celebrities. They're not celebrities. Celebrities don't tip as much as these dudes that work on ships and shit. Like that's literally the reasons why the strip clubs in the first place, though, is because these dudes. And then Avondale shut down, so it's fucking crazy, dude. Like you know why? You know why though? You know why? Because their books weren't all right, and and those 750,000 jobs went to Texas, and then everybody just started losing money. matter how many kickbacks they got, they just started losing money. Everybody started losing money, and then realized that the whole stock market was gonna crash again. With a whole bunch of different motherfuckers, and it's just like real, man. It's real shit, dude. Real shit. I'm gonna start this line right here. Let me see if I can grind on these rails. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna go for longer, I guess. How's it going, viewer? If you would like to message me, you can. Probably the same person, looking through different things and stuff like that, and still talking about the clubs I used to work at and the places I used to work at, and find out the most weirdest motherfuckers were like the ones who would literally be in the clubs for days and days on end. And then I found out that they were somehow involved in certain different things, and I won't say names because I don't really give a shit about people telling people what I think. I'm not going to be on a testifying stand. Can't prove anything because technically they were just doing things like that. But I would see them walking around with women that used to work at the exact place that they were actually going to, and they would take them out to different places and show people them, like present them basically. So yeah. I just know. I just knew a whole bunch. I saw the different people that were doing different things. I would see a girl, maybe like I wouldn't know her name or anything like that, or anybody's name. But I would see a girl basically do $2,000 to $3,000 room 5 or 6 times in one night, and see that same girl the next week with a dude literally taking her from club to club and trying to that's what they're doing. That's what they're all doing. They're trying to present you to the French Quarter. Like, it's fucked up. It's fucking crazy. And it's like an indoctrination sometimes. It's like they think that if you're having a good time with them, they'll always be nice to you. But no, they're not always going to be nice to you. They're going to constantly judge you for the shit that you're wearing, constantly judge you for the stuff that you're doing, constantly make little tips and things that you can do to be able to like, present yourself in a better manner. And if they don't like you afterwards, then you can get kidnapped and sent somewhere else. And you like, they won't even acknowledge your existence to anyone that didn't know you before. It's fucked up. And there's also these dudes. I mean, I'm probably like more intuitive about these dudes who literally pick up girls who like have either made an impression or ratted on somebody. They decide whether or not these bitches live or die. And some of them are actually foreigners that people don't give a shit about. And it's just, it sucks. And that's the real point. That's the real reason of all these. That's the real reason all these motherfuckers are doing shit, is they don't want an international, like, likability meter when it comes to women like that. They don't want women to work in like different businesses and actually get away with shit, or get an American boyfriend or something like that. They want to get a Russian boyfriend or a fucking Yugoslavian boyfriend or a fucking Kazakhstani boyfriend or some shit. Just like realize that shit. And sometimes they even have boyfriends at home before they ever even like are sent off to like marry these fuckers. And like all they do is work, and like it's just stupid, man. It's like I don't get it, man. I don't fucking get it. Like, and then people are like, oh man, I don't get it, dude. It's just the way things happen now. The way people fucking present themselves, and they don't really understand that they're being watched all the time. I mean, even these people, these Russian dudes that have these vans around or whatever, that are actually picking up these bitches and stuff. Like, this shit happens for real. And you know who's watching is literally the ATF, the FBI, a bunch of different motherfuckers. When the cops aren't around, you gotta be even more careful, because they're ATF, the fucking DEA, and a bunch of different shit is around. Like, they're all watching, like, everything. Fuck 1,000 cops that are in New Orleans area, dude. That was the easy part. The cops were just gonna take you to jail, and then if you didn't say anything, then you'd be fine. But no, the ATF, the FBI, and a whole bunch of different things knows exactly where your location was, even if you were using a VPN on your phone, and knows exactly where you were when that bitch was being taken into custody, giving a motherfucker money, as those 2 dudes or those 5 dudes were jumping out of a van, putting a girl in a goddamn van, and you were paying for it. So just understand, they already know. Like, that's the fucking real shit. It's like, It's just so real, dude. It's so fucking real. Like, and the thing that really gets me the most is people don't even think this shit is happening. People don't even think that like these people know anything. They don't realize. They don't think they understand that the health board of New Orleans is fucking fucked. Like, it's fucked. It doesn't work. There's nobody answers. There's probably like boiler rooms. Probably a whole bunch of phones that just ring off the hook constantly for nobody to answer. It's the truth. It's the absolute truth. And it's not the food. It's not the food industry. It's not the food industry, but the food industry is going to take a hit because of it. All the people who are trying to make a buck, all the people who are just trying to be out there, trying to feed their families and shit, they're all gonna suffer because of it. Because these fuckers are just, they're not everywhere, but they're some places, and it's fucked. And it doesn't get me. They don't get me. They don't understand that I know already. And that's the point, is I stay away from all that bullshit. I tried to stay away from it for as long as possible until they tried to fucking do shit to me. And I was just like, you guys aren't gonna get anywhere near me. Like, y'all understand me. My dad taught me fucking awesome. Like, he didn't teach me good. He didn't teach me to be good. He taught me to always have a lighter in your pocket, even if you don't smoke. I was like, yeah, I get that too. Just like, understand that a motherfucker might have a knife, and if you clock him in the jaw hard enough with a lighter, he's knocked out. I understand if a guy has a gun and he presents it to you, he's giving you a choice. That's what he told me. He told me a lot about that stuff. And I said, please don't. And the dude just put it back in. I said, but the next time a motherfucker presents me to that choice, I will grab it and I will shoot directly down into his ball sack. And he will never talk to me ever again. And if he tries to ever come to me, then I will do it again. I will shoot him in the nuts. That's exactly what I'll do. I'll make sure that he won't have kids. And even if he does have kids, he won't have any more. I get angry when motherfuckers decide to give me a fucking choice whether they want to kill me or not. I get very angry. And I get very, 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 like, I don't get flashy out or get tunnel vision. I get fucking fast. I get fucking strong. Adrenaline pumps through my goddamn veins, like, hardcore. And I can punch a fucking dent in a goddamn fucking, like, I could punch a dent on a goddamn, I could punch a dent through a fucking padded door. The padded doors are for like presidents and shit. I can punch a huge dent in that bitch. They don't understand. They don't realize that I could literally break my own hand punching you to death, and I would not feel it. And I wouldn't have tunnel vision or anything like that. They wouldn't understand. They wouldn't know. And it's not shit talking. It's just facts. My dad had an adrenaline meter out of this fucking world. My dad was 310 pounds, pure muscle. I could run a 4.540 when he was in college. And that DNA is in me. So just realize that shit before you come to me with some sort of bullshit, or you say that it's like, oh my god, we're FBI or some shit. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. If another motherfucker gives me a choice, I will take that choice and I will shoot him in his face or in his balls, whichever one he wants, whichever one he chooses. Don't give him a choice after I grab that gun out of the goddamn hand. If it's below the waist, it's not attempted murder, right? Or I will proceed to take apart the entire gun in front of him. And then he will tell me and I will tell him whether it's plastic and he 3D printed it or not and didn't register it. Oh, it's untraceable, huh? It's like, yeah. No, it is traceable, actually. They can, the reason why it's traceable is because the IP address which you downloaded from whatever black website that you did is usually, they are monitored by different companies and different people. Like people who work for the CIA, the FBI, and the NSA, and the ATF, and all those other different companies and different organizations, and the MI6 and MI5 and all those other different people. So every single time you go on one of those black lights, on those black black websites or dark websites, dark internet websites, you're being tracked by the FBI. Like even on Silk Road, constantly, all the people. Even if they use like roaming IP addresses, all they had to do was find the different they triangulate the actual address, and they find within 2 blocks of the actual address. They literally just keep going through those 2 blocks until they find the asshole that's doing the bullshit, or where the most power is being drawn from. They don't fucking know these things. Nobody knows these things. Nobody knows that secure lines can be completely and utterly encoded. But the point is that once they break that encodation, no matter where you go, no matter how you do things, it's always compromised. Like it's just people that just don't know shit about computers. And this is what I noticed by like putting shit together and taking shit apart. It's like, that's all I learned. Learned a bunch about computers, a bunch about those things. I learned books and books and books about cars and a whole bunch of different shit. And the point is that like these like mechanics, they just like they have these weird old mechanic dudes that just get on my nerves constantly. They say that you can't. If you don't know the thing, you can't put it together. Blah 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 blah. Like, I don't even need instructions to put something together, dude. I can tell you exactly where something needs to go, exactly how something needs to be put in, the whole time. I can tell you exactly what needs to happen as far as those things go. I hope I could do. God damn it. God damn it. All right, so now that we have that in order, I mean, I don't give a shit about these motherfuckers that constantly call themselves some big motherfucker, because I know they're pawns. I know they're answering to somebody higher up. It doesn't matter to me who they're answering to. It doesn't really matter. I don't really give a shit. It just matters to me that they take care of themselves, and they stop thinking that everything they're doing is completely evil or completely bad. If their business actually worked, if the business model actually worked, then they'd probably be saving them. They'd probably be understanding. They'd probably get fucking money from the ATF and the FBI and the CIA and all the different people to get people out of fucked up situations. But no, they work on their terms and they want child molesters and terrible fucking people to launder their money for them. And you know what? You know what's fucked up is some fucked up people became. It's like this fucked upness is like oh don't fucking talk to cops, bro. Blah, 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 blah. Dude, fuck everybody. Fuck fucking everybody, dude. They don't fucking know me. Fuck the cops, bro. So you want to fuck the cops? You really want to fuck every cop? You know, most of them are dudes. You want to fuck every dude cop, or you just want to fuck like a cop, like a few chick cops or something like that? What's going on? Fuck what cops? What cops, bro? There's only 1,000 cops in the entirety of New Orleans right now, and there's no state troopers right now. I've not seen one state trooper car at all. They are all on the interstate, all of them. I haven't seen one state trooper car, not once. I've seen a sheriff car, not seen one state trooper car. You know why, right? You know why you're not seeing any state trooper cars? It's because the FBI and the NSA, they're all watching the cameras in the French Quarter. All of them. They all have a patch in, every single time. So even if you're not being recorded, they're still recording the versions of that they want to pull up in court to make you understand that you did something fucked up and you didn't want to say anything about it. Why do you think Andy Dick got caught fucking like trying to like get a dude, and the dude punched him in the face, and he went to jail for assault? The littlest tiniest thing. You would think that, oh my god, the camera across from Mr. B's, but that's not, we're supposed to be recording, right? Holy shit. You know why? Because the camera isn't recording. It's the Wi-Fi signal. It's going out to every single motherfucking van that you think is a goddamn laundry van or some shit. They're just chilling on the corner somewhere, and they're recording it. They're recording a Bluetooth version of that, a Wi-Fi version. They're close enough to get to the Wi-Fi, but they're far away enough to not be detected through different associations. Like, wait, there's a van like right under that camera. Holy shit! It's like, nope, they'll never see them. They'll probably be outside the quarter, completely outside the quarter. They'll probably be somewhere along the lines of near somewhere else in the neighborhood. It's just a van. That's all it is. It's the same as a little kidnap van, but to be like blend in with the society itself. Understand that, hey, that might be like one of the dudes, one of the big bosses stuff, and that's where those neighborhoods get watched from. They patch into satellite cameras that can see fucking 6.5 inches or millimeters, centimeters away from its actual target, so we can actually take into account reflections. The point is that no one's gonna win this battle. You know, the point is that no one's gonna win this battle. Is that all the motherfuckers are going to jail? Is that all the dumbass motherfuckers who are getting popped right now are gonna get popped eventually and popped completely because they had cameras from the satellite. They didn't even need the French Quarter cameras. It's like all the motherfuckers that were trying to steal motherfucking shit. They would literally do is wonder if you touched a pole later on when you were actually walking through some things, wondering if you did something else and you weren't wearing gloves, because they can understand through a satellite photo if you're not wearing gloves. Scared yet? You are your own one-person bomb squad. You get a few situations that you think are happening, but if they're not. And if you do crime in New Orleans and you're not paying for it, guess what? They're still watching it. Have a good day. And also thank you for coming in and being that thing, you know, because, you know, it's good stuff. Good times. That's the reason why, is because Trump did it. Trump was like, that's the one thing he actually did good. He's like showed everybody that you can get a centimeter off on a fucking satellite photo, and that's not even the highest zoom they could actually put it in, because if it's a centimeter off, they go in further and go a millimeter off and literally still get all the reflections on everything. It's like you can pick a fingerprint literally off a pole that somebody touched a while back. God, it's so amazing, right? Technology. Have a good day.